Hello everyone and welcome back to the library. I'm Lara. I know I have been gone again for about a month and a half, 2 months. I'm not going to explain why, just that basically it's for my mental health, and that's really all the explanation that's needed, I think. But today we're going to be doing a big book haul. I have been accumulating some books since like May, and I kept meaning to do a book haul, and then we moved, and work has been crazy for both of us. I've been really tired, plus this kind of reading and overall general life slump I kind of went through. I actually filmed this once and then ended up deleting it, but we are gonna try again today. And like I said, these are all the books I've been accumulating like through the summer and fall. I don't plan on buying any more books this year. I mean, unless I buy some like after Christmas. So there were several different shopping trips I took, so I'm gonna kind of split it up between that. And I'm just gonna talk about all the books that I got, so let's get started. The first and most important book I picked up is Jonathan Jordan Presents What Happened to the Lightning and Other One-Act Plays. And this is the most important because this is my brother's book. He published this in 2017. He has been writing since he was very, very young. Two of the plays in here won the Tita Playfest, which is like Texas, I think it's a UIL thing for playwrights, basically writing one-act plays. So he won that in 2002 and 2003. That was his junior and senior year of high school. So I have read most of the plays in here, and my brother is just an amazing writer. He continues to write to this day and has a lot of really good things going for him. So yeah, I'm hoping to reread these soon, but I finally picked them up when I had the money, and yeah, like I said, this is probably the most important one in all of this, so I'm happy to finally have this. I picked up The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet and A Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. You've probably heard of these books a lot on BookTube. They're really good. I think they're about, these humans and other species of people that are basically on this ship in space, and it's kind of apparently more character driven than plot driven. So apparently it takes a certain type of person to like them, but these covers are gorgeous. The US covers are hideous, so I wanted these. I'm really hoping that I'll enjoy them. So yeah, I picked up both of those. I will probably be picking up the third one that just came out, just so I can have them all matching, and then if I don't enjoy them, I can get rid of them and at least they'll all match for someone else. I finally picked up The Princess Bride by William Goldman, and I have loved this movie for years and years. Been watching it since I was a kid. It's a family favorite, and I have heard really good things about the book, so I finally decided to pick it up, and this cover is really, really pretty. So yeah, I was just really excited that I was able to get this. Next, my husband and I went to Dirt Cheap, which is kind of like a store that has like a lot of clearance stuff. They've been sent from other stores, and most of the time I don't find anything good. Stuff is like broken, doesn't work, but they do have a books section, and I actually found a couple of really good books in there. So the first one I found is Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Boo, and I believe this is about a Mumbai city and just kind of about the people who are living there, about their poverty and what they go through. I really don't know much else. This is nonfiction. I didn't say that, but yes, this is nonfiction. So I got that, and then I got Coptown by Karen Slaughter. I have read Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter and really loved it, and when I saw that they had this one, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I'm hoping to maybe get to this one next year. But yeah, both of these books together, I know they say $1 and $3, but these cost me like 80 cents. So that was awesome. Like a good like paperback that's in good condition, and then a hardcover that's in good condition for 80 cents. That's awesome. And then the last of the books I just kind of picked up whenever, wherever. My mom gave me 2 books by Daphne du Maurier. So I have Rule Britannia and The House on the Strand. She actually picked these up at a book sale that we went to, and then like last year, and then decided she didn't want them, and I was like, I'll take them. So I have these. I'm kind of in the middle of Rebecca. I've been in the middle of it for a while. I like it, but like I said, big slump I went through, and I'm just hoping that I can get to these at some point. They're really cool older editions too. I mean, so it's kind of cool to have them even if I don't ever get to read them. So the next books I picked up were from a little book called My Husband and I Did, from the bookstore in downtown Denton, Texas. The name of it's slipping from me right now, but it's in the Opera House. It's this big, cool purple building, has like some cool murals on the side. It's really old and has like 3 stories. It's huge. If you ever get a chance to come to like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, go to Denton if you have the time. Downtown Denton is beautiful anyway. The square has like a lot of historical buildings, some good food, entertainment. It's a really beautiful area, and this bookstore is so cool. Anyways, we went there because I'd been wanting to go for a long time. I hadn't been there since like 2012, 2013. But yeah, so I ended up picking up a few books, and then my husband did as well. But they were kind of books I wanted him to pick up in a way, so they're kind of mine anyway. So the first book I picked up was Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. And I know I just talked about getting Coptown, but I also found this. And this was for a really good price and hardcover in really good condition. So I got that. I've already read this, but I really liked it, so I picked it up. I also picked up Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. I've always heard really good things about this book. I think it's his first one. I've read Nosferatu and I loved that book, so I'm really hoping I love this one as well. This one's also in really good condition, and it's hardcover. Then I picked up Let Me In, or Let the Right One In by John Ajvide Lindqvist, and I was really excited to find this. I would have liked to find the one that actually has Let the Right One In, but that's okay. I'll read this, and then if I end up enjoying it, which I'm really hoping I do, I will pick up a better copy, because this one's not in perfect condition, but it's pretty good, and it's readable, so that's all that matters. And then lastly, I picked up The Devil All the Time by Donald Ray Pollock. And I don't remember who I heard this from. I think it might have been Julie from A Girl in a Book, but I don't want to be wrong about that. And I don't know much about this. I thought this was considered a horror book, but it was in just like the literary fiction. But reading like the synopsis and stuff, it definitely has some creepy, weird stuff going on. I kind of want to go into it blind, so if you want to look it up and find out what it's about, you can do that. But yeah, I don't want to know much about it, but I really like this cover. It's really pretty, really cool, and I mean, like I said, these were really cheap. This book was like $7 for basically brand new. And then, like I said, my husband picked up a couple of books. The first one he picked up is this really pretty book that when I reminded him of it, he was like, oh, I picked it up because it was pretty. And then I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you picked it up because it's called Laura. And it's pretty. And he was like, no, I didn't even notice that. I was like, okay, whatever. So it has my name on it, which I thought was really cool. It's really pretty. I looked up the synopsis for it, and it's like a really weird mystery book. If I remember correctly, it's like about some guy who falls in love with a dead body, or like the idea of this woman who died. I don't know, it's really weird. Mostly got it because it's pretty. And then lastly from there, we got Black Hole by Charles Burns, and this is a graphic novel, and I don't exactly remember what it's about. I think it's kind of about these people who basically get like STDs when they do stuff. Yeah, basically a strange plague that is transmitted by sexual contact. But I have heard good things about this before, and so I'm looking forward to reading this eventually. The next books I got were picked up from Books A Million in an outlet mall, and I think I paid like $20 for all 3 of these books, and they are new. I got Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Mostly got this because my mom hates this book, and I wanted to taunt her by like sending her a picture being like, look what I bought. But yeah, she hates this book because she read it when she was younger and just found it depressing and just doesn't enjoy it, and I enjoy torturing her with love sometimes. But I'm hoping to read this eventually anyway, so that's also why I got it. I also was so excited to find Dark Matter by Blake Crouch in this really cool cover. This is the hardcover edition that I've seen before and love. I have already read this. I read this last year and really, really loved it. So I was happy to find this and yeah, and add it to my collection. And then lastly, just little spoiler, maybe trigger warning, creepiness coming up. I got the Scary Stories treasury there. I didn't even know they had done this, but these are the original, like all three, I think, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books, and yeah, they had this as a treasury. This is the original, not the new one that's coming out with the non-scary pictures. This is the one with the terrifying pictures. Let's see. This is terrifying enough. This isn't really scary, but like, high beams. Ooh, like even the person who's not a monster is creepy looking. I didn't read these in school. Really, I didn't like ever borrow them because I would probably have had nightmares if I'd read them all. But I remember friends having the books from the library and showing me the pictures, and I was terrified enough by that. So yeah, I was really excited to find this. I know these are for children, but I'll probably read through them, get a little laugh out of the stories and a little bit of nightmares out of the pictures, even as an adult. So I was excited to find this. My next little haul was my birthday haul, and this was inspired by Angie. Oh my gosh, I just forgot her channel name. I'll add it in. Again, I just have a horrible memory, guys. But she reads a lot of classics and modern classics, and she has talked a lot about Mary Stuart and has showed off her books and how beautiful they are. And I wanted to get them because I couldn't find them in like any of my libraries, and all I could find in the US was these really ugly covers with like these kind of cartoon women on the front. So instead I wanted to get the cover she had, which are the Beloved Modern Classic editions, and I could only get them from the UK Amazon site. But yeah, I ended up getting 6 of her books. I actually ordered more than this. I think I ordered like 10, and the last like 3 or 4 didn't end up showing up, so I got a refund. But yeah, I'm really excited about these. My mom actually saw them and was like, oh, Mary Stuart, I'm gonna have to borrow those. I read them when I was younger. I was like, why don't you ever tell me about things? So anyways, these are the books I ended up getting. I don't know a whole lot about them, but they're pretty, and I picked up the ones that seemed to have some of the best reviews. So I'll try these. Hopefully I'll love them, and then I can get some more. So I got the Moon Spinners. Look how beautiful that is. It's just gorgeous. My Brother Michael. Thornyhold. Wildfire at Midnight. Airs Above Ground. The Gabriel Hounds. And Madam, Will You Talk? A lot of those are really, really short, and I think they would just be some nice, fun reads. So I'm hoping to get to some of those soon to kind of help me get out of my slump. But yeah, that was my birthday haul, and those were all the Mary Stuart books I picked up. I don't know if you can hear her, but this little one keeps crying in the background. I don't think I've shown her in any videos yet. I've shown her on Instagram, but this is our little baby Annabelle. We actually ended up getting her from my mother-in-law's house. She had a kitten, or she had a cat that had like 6 kittens, and Annabelle was the only girl. So, we ended up bringing her home because she was really tiny and small, and she is getting into my books. But yeah, she is now bulking up, getting to be a little chunky girl. But yeah, we love her. She's super cute and sweet, even though she destroys everything. Don't you? Do you destroy everything? Do you destroy everything? Huh? She's not gonna answer, but yeah, she does. And the last books I picked up because my library was having their yearly book sale, and I went 2 different days in a week. I went one day during the week, and then I went on the weekend when they were having half price day. I ended up getting 14 books in total for $10 or less. I can't quite remember, but I got like a mixture of paperback and hardcover, and yeah, that's just an amazing price. Most of them are in really good condition. So I'm going to show those to you real quick. I am not going to go over them too much because this video is already 30 minutes long and it is going to suck to edit. So here we go. I got The Good House by Tananarive Due, La Casa de los Espíritus, or the House of the Spirits. This is by Isabel Allende. I've read The Japanese Lover by her and really enjoyed that. I could only find this in Spanish, but this will be good to help me start reading more Spanish and understanding it better. I got The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. So yes, I have gotten 3 Karen Slaughter books in the past year, all for really good prices, really cheap. Used. Yeah, I was pretty lucky about that, so I'm excited to get to this. I picked up The 13 Best Horror Stories of All Time. This was supposed to be for the books in the Freezer Readathon, which I mostly failed at. So I got this. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it because it's not in great condition. I don't really like the cover. I don't care about all of the stories in here, so we'll see if I read it or if I just end up donating it. I got The Child by Fiona Barton, Intensity by Dean Koontz, Golden Boy by Abigail Tartland, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and this is a true crime nonfiction book, which I've heard really good things about. Commonwealth by Ann Patchett. This is in like perfect condition. I didn't get this in this book haul. This was from the Books-A-Million haul. So never mind. This was from Books-A-Million, but I believe I got it for really cheap. I knew I got more than 3 books in that. So yeah, this was from Books-A-Million, so I got 13 books in this other haul, so just ignore this, but I did get this book as well. I got The Cuckoo's Calling and The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. I got Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson, In the Woods by Tana French, and finally I got The Secret Keeper by Kate Morton. So those are all the books that I have gotten since May through the end of the year. Like I said, I don't plan on picking up more unless I get like a gift card or something at Christmas, but I'm trying to get through some books on my bookshelf so that I have an actual good reason to buy more. But yeah, I'm excited that I got all of these. I don't even know how many books are here, probably like 30. And I probably got all of those for around $100. I mean, that's crazy. Maybe a little more than that because the Mary Stuart books were kind of expensive coming from the UK. But the rest of them, they were either on sale, new, or they were used. So yeah, I've been really lucky this year to get some really good books. I am really going to actually film some stuff right now. I know I keep saying when I take these breaks that I'm going to film more, and just a lot of stuff has been happening in my life. But thank you all for joining me today for this book haul. I appreciate and love all of you. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Now I have to put all these books back up. Look at this. They keep going. Oh. Hi. How are you? Well, they're over here, but yeah. That's a big stack. That sucks.